So what we're trying to do here is the opposite of the distributive property, but we're going to use a picture to do that. So somebody help me out. Where are we going to put these things that we have? Where's this 4 going to go right here? Where's that 4 going to go? Okay, that's going to go over on the left side. That's if you remember, this right here is the GCF of 16A and 36, right? Okay, where is the 16A going to go? That's going to be the area of the first rectangle. And where's the 36 going to go? It's the area of the second rectangle. All right, so now to get these areas, we're going to take the height of the rectangle, which is 4, and we're going to multiply it by something. So we're going to have 4 times something here to get 16A, and we're going to have 4 times something else here to get the 36. What do we multiply by 4 to get 16A? 4A. What do we multiply by 4 to get 36? What do we multiply by 4 to get 36? 9. So then, what are the lengths of these sides up here going to be? 4A and 9. So we're going to have 4A here, we're going to have 9 here, and then we fill that into the blanks, 4A plus 9. And this is 4A plus 9 here because the length of this entire side is 4A plus 9. The trickier ones are going to be the ones that look like this. And kind of like the last one, we give you a little bit of a starting point here. We're going to tell you that one length is going to be 2B. So we can put that 2B where? Where can I put that? I'm going to put it over on the left side, but it's not going to be the entire left side. It's just going to be the top one, right? So this is going to be 2B here. Then I can fill in areas with these numbers, these terms. Where's that 6B squared going to go? That goes in the top left box, so the 6B squared is going to go here. Where is the 35B going to go? Where's the 35B going to go? Nope. What? Nope. Combine those. It's bottom left and top right together, right? You guys remember that? So this is the one that that we have to split up. So the 35B is going to be this rectangle here added together with this rectangle here. Those two rectangles are going to add up to 35B. We don't know what each one of them is by themselves. All right, and then the 36 is going to go where? That's going to go bottom right. All right, so let's fill in what we can here. I know that since the height of this rectangle right here is 2B, then I'm going to take 2B times something here. And I'm also going to take 2B times something here to get the area of this when I get there. And what do I multiply by 2B to get 6B squared? That'll be 3B. And so since that's 3B, I know this width here is going to be 3B. And that also tells me that this rectangle down here is going to be something times 3B. Now, I've run out of things that I know for sure. So I'm going to have to start guessing. And when I guess here, I'm going to have to pick numbers that do what with the 36? Multiply to get 36. So let's write down our choices first, and then we'll start guessing some things. We're going to have a lot of choices here. What number always goes into everything? 1. So we could have 1 and 36. We could have 2 and... What do you multiply by 2 to get 36? 18. How about 3? How about 4? 9? How about 5? Doesn't work, okay. How about 6? Okay, so those are your choices. We actually have 9 choices here. Because we could have 1 and 36 or 36 and 1. We could have 2 and 18 or 18 and 2. We could have 3 and 12 or 12 and 3. We could have 4 and 9 or 9 and 4. We could have 6 and 6, and that's it, right? Because if I flip it, it's still just 6 and 6. So what do you guys want to try first? You want to just start plugging stuff in mentally and seeing what happens? What's going to happen when I plug those numbers in here and here? What's going to happen with this rectangle and this rectangle? Well, in this rectangle, they're going to multiply to 36. What has to happen with these two rectangles? They have to add up to 35. So we want to pick numbers that when we multiply one of them times 3b and the other one times 2b, those two numbers are going to add up to 35. And that's the trick here. So let's just try some stuff here. If I try 36 with anything here, 36 times 2 is 72. That's already way too big, right? So let's get rid of that one right away. The 36 is no good. And actually the same thing with the 18. 18 times 2 is 36, right? And that's going to be already too big. So the 18 is not going to work either. 12 2?
So 24, that's too little.
Okay, well, let's try that. So if we put the 12 in here, 2 times 12 is 24, and that would put the 3 in here, right? So we would have, let's try that. So let's try the 12 here and the 3 here. So we would have 24b and 9b. What's 24 plus 9? 33. That doesn't work, does it? We need it to be 35, okay? What if I put the 12 here? What's going to happen right away?
18.
It's 36, and that's too big already, right? So that one's out. All right, so 4 and 9. If I put the 4 here, 4 here gives us 12. And the 9 here, that gives us 18. What's 12 plus 18? 30. That doesn't work, so let's try it the other way. 9 and 4. 9 times 3 is 27. 2 times 4 is 8. What's 27 plus 8?
30.
I think we got it. 35, right? All right, so we've got 27b here. We've got 8b here. And what do we multiply together to get 36 here? 9 and 4. It's a little tricky, isn't it? You might have to try a lot of stuff before you get to the right answer. So what is the height of this box going to be? Not 27. The area is 27b. What is it? No, the 3b is the width. Okay, so the 3b here, that's the width. The 9, that's going to be the height. And then over here, what's the width of this box going to be? That's going to be 4. So now we can fill in our blanks. 2b plus what?
9.
3b?
No.
Why 9, Claire?
Because it's like this.
Yeah, they're on the same side. Claire's pointing at her paper and saying they're on the same side here. So the 2b and the 9 need to go together. And then on the other side, what do we have?
3b plus 4.
3b plus 4. So we're going to do this one the same way. I'll start by labeling everything we know. We know that this is going to be 5c here, right? And I also know that the 15c squared is going to be the area of which box?
Top left.
Top left, okay. And I know that the 24 is going to be the area of which box?
Bottom right.
And I know that the 38c is going to be...
Not enough.
Yeah, I can't put that anywhere, but it's going to be the top right with the bottom left combined. So those two rectangles together are going to add up to 38c. All right, so I can take 5c times something to get this area, and 5c times something to get this area. What do I multiply by 5c to get 15c squared? 3c. So it means this width here is going to be 3c, and it also means that this rectangle here is going to have an area of something times 3c. So again, I've run into the point here where I can't do anything else that I know for sure, and I'm going to have to start guessing. So let's look at what we're going to guess. We're going to have something times something here to get 24. What are my choices?
1 times 24.
1 times 24.
2 times 12.
Okay. 3 times 8. 4 times 6. Okay. So let's try some stuff here. If I put 24 in either place, 24 times 3 is 72, 24 times 5 is 120. That's way too big, right? It's already too big, so we can get rid of that. With 12, if I put 12 in for, well, this blank right here, 12 times 3 is 36. 5 times 2 is 10, so I'm going to get 46. That's too big also. So now I've got to try 3 and 8. Let's try the 3 here. If we put the 3 here and the 8 here, the 5c times 8, that's too big, isn't it? That's going to be 40c, so that's not going to work. What if I put it the other way? 8 and 3. Is that going to work? What's 8 times 3c? 24c. What's 5 times 3? 24 plus 15 is 39, isn't it? Just a little bit too big. So the 3 and 8 are not going to work. So that leaves 4 and 6. Hopefully that'll work. 4 here, 6 here. What's 5 times 6? 4 times 3? 30 plus 12?
No.
42. That doesn't work. Let's switch it. 6 and 4. 5 times 4 is 20c, okay, and then 6 times 3c, 18c. Does that get what we need? Yeah, because 18 plus 20 is 38. So that means that this rectangle here is going to be 6 times 4. And so what is the height of this rectangle? 6. And what is the width of this rectangle? 4. Alright, now I need to fill in the blanks. What's going to go here with the 5c? Yep, the 6 because they're on the same side. This side here is 5c plus 6. And then over here, what are we going to have?
3 plus 3c plus 4.
3c plus 4.